Once again, we are live. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to say it again, mymollies.com. Check them out. The Summer of Yeti. Go to mymollies.com to sign up. It's free and easy, as well as the 4th of July sales. So let's get this started with the gray paint. I kind of figured out what I had an issue with. I've been following along. My gray paint was just super dirty. What had happened was, evidently over the years, well, it wasn't really this old, but anyway, paint had dried out around the top, and some of that was actually kind of falling down in, and or it was semi-dry, and that's why some of it was like still, it would dissolve. But anyway, got it rinsed out. I really love this jar. I'm weird about it. Geoff, what's up? Hope you're feeling better. It's a good jar. So to make gray, we need to get BlackDuck black and white. If you just take black and white, to me it makes a blue gray, and we're trying to achieve more of a real gray. No, that's not what I guess that's what it sounds like. Anyway, more of like the how about this, a battleship gray, not a blue gray. But how do we do that? We're going to take, well, I need to make my BlackDuck black. To navigate my issues with my gray paint, I went ahead and I cleaned out. It was empty anyway. Cleaned out my jar. Actually, I had a second one too. This one says BlackDuck black from 2008, but kind of see it. They get a little funky inside. I need to fill this one up. Probably could, Karen will yell at me, just say throw this jar away and get a brand new jar, which I probably should. But all right, I'm very long-winded. I'm sorry. We're going to take, how do we make BlackDuck black? Basically, it's two parts. Can you see that? I know the lighting is not the best sometimes. 2 parts burnt umber, and this is the crazy part. About 1 part ultramarine blue, and that's almost like hard on my eyes. Yeah, kind of like hard on my eyes. But anyway, let's get this started. Plastic spoon is your friend. And have a palette knife too, or a popsicle stick or anything that kind of is that same realm. So what did I say? There's one. It's about 2 to 1. Who doesn't love heavy body mat? I'm gonna make a good bunch. Go four heaping spoons. Now I'll go 5. So there we are. Here, let's do this side. There, a little bit better. There is our burnt umber. Now, this is kind of goofy, but like this is the best way I found to get all the paint off of the spoon. It's a little bit messy, but it is what it is. Not to forget the underside. All right. Plenty of damp paper towels is always good on hand too. All right, so what did I say? I said I got a second spoon here too. 2 to 1, so that's 5. So let's go at least 2 big helping spoons. And again, man, it's like, I think it's hard on my eyes at least. Try to use every little bit I got. I did just get a new container, but look at that. How does blue and brown make BlackDuck black? I don't know, but it does. George Williams, thank you very much. Have to give him credit. Still got the old, what am I trying? Thinking too many things. The old notebook from way back in the day. I guess I could show you this, but I'm really just putting the blue right in to the brown. 1, 2, and I did 5, so 2 to 1. I'm gonna do. Always put a little more brown, and I truthfully, I like more blue in it. So again, we're gonna get all that cleaned off, all that goodness. There we go. It's blue, no doubt. It is blue. And we're gonna commence to mixing. You just tuning in. I am gonna make gray. But if we just take gray and black, it kind of has the gray to me has a blue tint to it. So we're going to take BlackDuck Black, which I was out of. BlackDuck Black is 2 parts burnt umber, 1 part ultramarine blue. Let's see how this shapes up. There it goes. Looking pretty decent. The hardest part I have here is getting, maybe I should have put 1 blue on the bottom. But does it look like BlackDuck Black? We need to mix more. Fred West, if you're going to watch this, thinking of you, we are. Scrape the edges, scrape the sides. Happy Thursday to everyone. Now, does that look BlackDuck Black? I know it's a little hard to tell. I think it does. I think it looks pretty good. I'm actually going to send Nick, I know, is very interested, and maybe Fred would be too. But I'm actually going to send this out. I want to get, instead of mixing this each time, Golden's will special mix this. Give me my own paint number. And so I think I'm going to do a run of Golden's heavy body matte that's BlackDuck Black. And maybe Fred wants buff, the color buff. But I was thinking about doing gray and black. I'm sorry, BlackDuck Black and gray. To get it mass produced. And it's a good baseline anyway that you can always add. Let's say I already have the gray mixed. If you need a lighter shade, you can always just add more white. If you need it to be darker, you just add a little bit more BlackDuck Black. And if the BlackDuck Black is not right, quote, right to your eye, add a little bit of brown or add a little bit of blue. I think I'm pretty happy with that. Look pretty good, BlackDuck Black? I think so. I don't know. Yeah, it looks good. Or at least good enough, honestly, to make the... Yeah, it does look good. Let me just mix it a little bit longer. I'm trying to convince myself, aren't I? There we go. I am convinced. BlackDuck Black. I can still see a little bit of blue and a little bit of brown, and it's just going to stay there because I can't really scrape any more of it off. Here's another little tip for you. If you happen to be using this style paint, I don't know if anybody really is, but have a little plain Jane water in a spray bottle and just kind of spray it in there when you close her up. If it's airtight, man, this stuff lasts forever. It can freeze. It can be put through a lot, and you can open it up as long as it's airtight. You can open it up 2 years from now, 3 years from now, and the paint is still good. It's not inexpensive paint by any stretch. All right, I think I'm done with that. All right, so the BlackDuck Black is, again, our burnt umber. There we go. And our, crazy as it sounds, our ultramarine blue. So I need to get one more spoon. I'm starting to collect old paper towels here. We need to clean this. Sorry for my slowness. I think I will wipe this off really good before I throw these away. And I've run out of gray. I've got 2, 4. I got six teal to go. Still to to get our gray. There, I left a little bit of gray out on the glass. Here, I'll show you. I always work off a piece of glass. So there it is. Not much of a paint table. A little messy, a little dirty, but it's the way I am. Yeah. There we go. All right. Concentrate here. Got my gray jar. I've got a gallon of titanium white Goldens. I was telling Fred West this the other day, just may not, and I learned this the hard way with two-part epoxies. West Systems had two. It was 1-to-1, but the volume of the one part was much greater than the volume of the second part. Stupid me, I put, I don't know, five of the small in, and then I had to try to catch up with 5 of the big ones, and it didn't work. So if you're doing 2 parts, the volume of, well, epoxies, the volume of the big one is what you want to put in first. And in this case, we want to use the white or the light. So we'll start out with that because it's going to be very easy to turn it dark, versus the other way, if we put too much BlackDuck black into the gray, and maybe I'll never catch up with the white. So I don't know if that makes sense or not, but in my mind it does. Am I running out of spoons yet? No, I'm not. Still have 2, but it's not going to take that much. It's really not going to take that much BlackDuck black to make this turn gray. Make a fair amount. I am counting. I'll do one more. Hope I don't regret it. If I do, I have to start a second jar. But I think I'm good. Because the BlackDuck black's going to turn this pretty quick. I think. All right. Once again, going to take the old finger trick. Make sure we get every last little bit. This paint's not like gold, but sort of kind of is like gold. I did an order the other day. Now, of course, it wasn't all mine. Fred West had some, Nick Castellano had some, Cedar Swamp Gun and decoys, and shoot, what was it? Like $3,600 worth of paint. So, all right. I think I feel comfortable and confident if I take a spoon. The rest of it, I think I'm just going to take my palette knife. Let's see, this could be dangerous, but I hope it works out. Let's see how quickly, that's not much in white, but let's see how quickly it turns it. I got a good off white already. All right, so we can definitely go more BlackDuck black. Probably should have made more BlackDuck black, which I'll add to before I'm done here, I think. There, turning pretty quick, but there's a good bit of white down in the bottom, so you got to really get in there and mix, kind of try to pull up on it. Starting to turn pretty decently. Just got to keep the tops of the lids in the jars clean. Well, get messy, get messy. Slow down a little bit here. Got a little ways to go to the greatest on the glass. True story about the West Systems, I'll never forget that day. I felt so stupid. Just wasn't really thinking about what I was doing. And I can't remember, I guess I'll say part. I don't know if it was A or B. Anyway, the one is the pumps. It's a 1-to-1 squirt, but the volume that the pump shoots out is greatly different, vastly different. I'll say it's like 3-to-1. And I started off with the lesser. It was a mistake. Yeah, I definitely gonna make some more BlackDuck black before I close this up. Yeah. Remember finger painting as a kid? Or did I just date myself? Happy Thursday to everyone. Second time live today. Getting closer. I'm still going to need some more BlackDuck black. But it's getting better. So that is probably hard in the light. Whoops. I'm going to be wearing it. There. You can see a little bit better back here, I think. A little bit more BlackDuck black. The one nice thing, again, if you take care of the paint, it does last. As long as you get it sealed up well, it lasts for a long time. And I'm using more BlackDuck black than I thought. I said it in the beginning, if you missed, until August 15th, it's Molly's Summer of Yeti. Simple and easy to enter. It's free, no purchase necessary. As well as you can take advantage of the Molly's gear through Monday at close, July 4th, is buy one, get 50% off the second one, and all optics. Doesn't matter the brand, they're 25% off. All the high dollar stuff. It's close. It's close, but we're going to do a tad bit more. The volume of white, especially at the bottom, it takes a while for the BlackDuck black to get down there. Still a little bit lighter. There we go. I'm going to have a good 16 ounces of gray here when I'm done. One more shot it needs still. But I want to make sure I got the right. Been making it for years, right? But I mean, I make little batches of it all the time. I want to really feel confident about the gray and the BlackDuck black. I'm going to send it off and we'll get it custom mixed. scraping the sides. Let's see what we got. Still just a skosh light. It's been a while since I made it, I guess, but I'm going to end up using all the BlackDuck Blacker pretty much. And realistically and honestly, as I start to go through this jar, I'm sure it's whiter, lighter. Good afternoon, Glenn. What's going on? Lighter and brighter underneath, but that's getting our gray pretty good on the top. So just have to be mindful of that as I work down through. Yeah, going to add just a little bit more. Boom, BlackDuck Black. There we go. Oh, the mess. There it is. That's the gray. Good. It's hard to see, but I got the old paint on the glass. I'm just put a little swipe right next to it, and it's all looking good. Although that paint is really dirty. I gotta get that cleaned up and get it out of here. Oh man, it looks like it's gonna rain. He said between like 1 and 2, we had a 30-40% chance. All right, appreciate you tuning in. Thank you very much. How to make gray. We're going to take BlackDuck Black. We just take black and white, mix it. Kind of, to my eye, has a blue tint to it. So I want more of a true gray. For teal, for redhead, what would be, and I use, that's probably the biggest amounts of gray that I use, but I will use the gray in the detail. You can find those, Salve Island, Eric Strand. G2 calls, something 2 calls in Oregon. But BlackDuck, black and white kind of makes a blue gray. So I'm going to take BlackDuck Black, which is about 2 parts to 1 part, 2 parts burnt umber to 1 part ultramarine blue. Get your BlackDuck Black how you want it. Put that with your white, and you come up with a truer gray. So. Appreciate you tuning in. Thank you very much. For sure. Enjoy. A very happy Thursday to everyone. Boom.